and welcome to Arizona Elite Properties Podcast. I am your host, Brianna Foley, and here I am today sitting with my best friend, my business partner, my baby daddy, and the biggest pain in my ass,
Baby fucking daddy? That's a weird thing to
Alex
say.
Foley.
Hey,
Can you say baby?
baby daddy?
Baby's daddy. We've
Yeah.
got three now.
I thought that was what you'd say if you're like estranged.
Well, you're my baby's daddy.
First time I've heard that.
Well, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So,
Uh-huh. So
so
yeah.
a lease signing. So you market the
Right.
property, you find the tenant, you still do the full background check, you write all the lease write-ups, addendums, etc.
Yeah.
And then once they're in place, you kind of hand them back to the property owner and let them take care of it. So they'll do all the maintenance reports. If something does go bad, it's on them, it's not on you.
Yeah.
That's a lease listing. So
I
just
mean,
to clarify it.
we used to do some of them. We'd have a few a year, but now I give them to Cody. Basically, have him do it, so he gets that one commission for leasing it out,
Nice.
and I basically train him how to do it or whatever. But um, there was like something came out where the tenant didn't put in SRP in their name. We still had it under us. Um, so I was like, "Oh, okay, though. That is a bad situation to be in because then we got to go back to the owner and try and get this like $145 or whatever it is, some nominal amount, right?" But I was like, "I got an idea. Let's now when we get earnest deposits, let's have my assistant call and turn those utilities off for the day of the move.
Yeah.
It won't happen anymore. So we can just add it into the process of how we do property management.
Yeah.
And I do that stuff all the time because there's just a million things that are always coming up.
Yeah.
You got this inspection for termites in this complex on this day, and it's like trying to figure out a way to streamline this stuff
Exactly.
to get your time back, and then you can make property management really lucrative if you think about it that way, where it's like this is a whole business of real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of stuff going on all the time.
Yeah, and the more streamlined it is and by routine, the the more smoothly the whole process is gonna go,
Right.
making the client, the homeowner
Which means I
happier with the
can
whole process too, because
Yeah,
it's gonna
which
make
means I
it
can
better for
like focus
everyone.
on doing stuff like this where I can actually like get out there and start talking about property management. So I have to put all those things in place. So I have more of my free time to actually talk about what makes me money.
Yeah, I think a lot of people too get into real estate thinking they're gonna have so much free time,
Yeah.
but little do they know that
Well, some of them fucking do, Brianna, didn't they? Like 71% or something of realtors last year didn't even fucking sell a house.
okay, well, I think we're selling 7 this month.
I
I don't
mean,
know, like, we're busy. We're in the office every single
yeah.
day, but I think that why
Can you pull up that stat for me, Rant? Look up that one about fucking realtors that was like 71% or some shit in 2025 or 2025 didn't even sell a single house. It's wild. I said, can you look up that stat about how realtors, like 71% last year, didn't even sell a single house? Approximately 71 to 74% of active real estate agents did not close a single home sale in 2024.
how do they eat?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't really understand it. It doesn't make economical sense. How is it still even
Yeah,
a job?
that's a huge number.
And I don't even focus on selling houses at all, but I sold like 5 this year.
71 to 74% did not sell one house. So, I mean, last year was a slow year for us, but I was
Yeah.
also very pregnant and very hadn't I didn't really have that, like, go-getter attitude that I usually have because
Yeah.
I was pregnant and tired and cranky and was just trying to get through the day, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, I am not someone that handles pregnancy well. I hated everyone around me. I was just there, kind of did what needed to be done, none of the extras. And in real estate, you have to show up every day. You have to do the extras. You have to be on. You have to go to
Mhm.
those coffee dates. You have to go to every birthday party. You
Yeah.
go to everything that you're invited to just to network in front of your sphere, your people, because that's where we get our business. But this year, I think it's going to be probably our most profitable year since we've been
I mean,
licensed.
it's yeah, it's hard because yeah, if you're a traditional realtor, you got to be out there, right? And it's like I didn't realize property management would fall into this very lovely niche of where no one fucking wants to talk about how they do it. And since I am the one that talks about how they do it, and when people have problems, they'll like be like, "You should call Alex. He'll
Yeah.
fucking evict gang."
So
That's what I got a text
we
yesterday from Carla and Josh. It's hilarious. Basically, this girl's got like problems with a roommate. She moved into her house that lives with her.
okay, so like a room for rent
Yeah, she rented
situation.
out one of the
Okay.
rooms in her house And Josh said Alex will go to the ghettos of Maryville and evict gangsters for fun.
For
And
fun.
he's not fucking wrong.
For fun.
But I do it for agents all the time. They'll be like, "I want to list this house. We can't get the tenant out. It's this person's
Yeah.
granddaughter." And I'll be like, "Yeah, I got you, bro."
Yeah, so with property management, like, your sphere, I guess, to get business really is other agents,
Hmm.
which we are friends.
Yeah,
Most of our friends are all agents, really.
I
Like, they
know.
get the industry, but then they go to us and Alex for property management and lenders. You get a lot of your business from
Yeah,
different lenders in the,
I mean,
world of real estate too.
think a lot of realtors would have actually like really resented that a few years ago. But like the realtors that I'm friends with and the lenders that I'm friends with, they're the ones that give me like almost all of my
Yeah.
property management. I mean, we get some people that just like have heard about us from a friend of a friend, but like the people that are in the industry, they're like, dude, you got to use Alex. And it's great because
Yeah.
I want to take care of them. It's also like what realtor recommends other agents that suck? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Same with like contractors.
Well, it's all a reflection of us who we
Totally.
refer. Like you said,
It's your
contractors.
business, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to find good contractors to refer people through time because contractors can start off strong and then they just get
Right.
less good, and so it's so hard to refer people. But the fact that all of our friends and that are in real estate, not in and out, always refer property management.
Mhm.
They're probably your hardest critic, but then also
Right.
um you're able to get the job done and do a good job. So I think that's why they keep coming back to you, which
Well, I
is good.
mean, that's the goal, dude. It's like the best marketing you can. Like no agent, when they're like gonna list someone's house, wants to recommend someone that sucks at their job.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, oh my god, like, do I even want them to list my house? The whole thing would crumble, right?
Yeah.
Or if you recommend a bad flooring company or a bad, whatever painter, and they come out and paint the house, the owners are pissed, and now you're just like in a second world of shit. So
Yeah.
realtors avoid it.
Well, they do, but
Mhm.
it's better to refer out to the expert of
Yeah.
that particular niche because there's so much in property management that normal realtors don't know. And even in like vacation rentals,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother ballgame in real estate, which I don't even want to touch
Yeah.
because they're doing like in and out every week, every month. Like it's a totally different move in, move out process, different laws to
Mhm.
abide by. And you're gonna do an interview with them next week, I think.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Next week we're gonna be in San Diego,
Okay.
but the week after that.
Yeah, so it'll be really cool and interesting to see what they say just because it is so different.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's
I
great
mean,
that we
it's
have those partnerships to
it's
do it.
property management, so I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can consider that are going wrong, right? I mean, you have to have a giant team to do that shit anyway,
Yeah.
right? Because every time a tenant comes and goes, no, well, technically, like, I don't even know, is it a tenant? Maybe, I don't know, but say somebody comes for a weekend, okay, you got to have the cleaner in, you got to do this and that, you got to have this um pricing CRM thing that tries to keep it competitive so people are finding it on
Yeah.
Airbnb.
I
You
mean,
have
you're gonna
surge
get
pricing. I
you're
mean,
gonna get into it with them
there's a lot
in the
to it. Yeah.
specifics. Yeah, and
And
there's so much to it that I don't understand,
I don't either.
but I just refer it out. So,
Yeah, I'm just like in my niche, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Just in my niche of long-term property
Yeah.
management.
And same with commercial. We have a commercial broker here at
Yeah.
our office, and I think it would be so interesting to have him on the podcast to see what he does because
Yeah.
it's the same license, it's the
Mhm.
same school that we go to,
Mhm.
but there are so many different avenues that you could do.
Yeah.
I know right this week I referred him a client looking for an Orange Theory
Yeah, that's cool.
in Gilbert, so
Yeah. I
that'll be
mean,
good. They asked me, I don't know, I had another client today or this week contact me wanting to open a coffee shop,
yeah,
and
that's cool.
I'm like,
I
well,
don't know shit about that.
I
You know
can
what I
find
mean?
land for you and then you could, build it, but your
Yeah.
best bet is to talk to our commercial department and they will be your best route to kind of give you, you know,
Well,
better information than
it's
what
the
I
same
can give you.
concept as, the realtors that give me property management. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They might as well like give it to the guy that knows what he's doing and does a good
Yeah.
job. It's the same thing with the commercial department. Like if you look at an inline unit, at for like a restaurant or a store or in any one
Mhm.
of those complexes, you're like, okay, I guess. But the commercial department, Dan's explained it to me before. They can pull demographics of like what the age group is, what the income is, what the ethnicity is, and they can like they can pinpoint like places that'll be best for them. He was
Mhm.
telling me about one when there was like an Ethiopian cafe that the guy wanted to open. He's like, where can I get this? I've always been an Ethiopian cook and whatever, you know?
Yeah,
And he's like, okay. And he
very
can
neat.
just dial in his commercial searches to find exactly the demographic the guy's looking for and get him the best location to possibly do this business that he has. And it's like, fuck, I didn't know that existed, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I don't
Cool.
know. I don't know the ins and outs of that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But
Yeah. But I love talking to other agents to see what they do to like successful agents, what they do on a day-to-day basis to keep that business coming in. I know for us, I'm very routine. Like wake up, we get the kids situated, I go walk, and then I go to my workout class, I come to the office. I have like my day is like very blocked off. Like mom time, workout, office time, run my showings, run my listing appointments, pick up from school, go to kids' sports, and then finish up at the end of the day any addendums, purchase contracts that need to be written,
mhm.
kind of summarizing the day at the very end. But I love just seeing what other agents do that fit their schedule. But
I think it's almost like a uniform. People that are successful, they have routines, right? We both
yeah,
do. Like we wake up in the morning, we're cooking breakfast. Um, I'm taking the kids to drop them off at school, and then I'm doing my workout. Sometimes I wake up before the kids wake up to try and get like a little water or try and get some like sauna time in at EOS, and then we're on that schedule. And when we
yeah,
throw off that schedule, it feels like it screws up your whole day.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Or if you have to like go do some shit early in the morning, you're like, ugh.
But I think the biggest game changer is just moving the body. Like that power of a walk and going to a workout class or one or the other, it just sets you up for success like the whole day. If I don't get that either one of those in, I am just kind of
Yeah.
groggy through the day and not as
Well,
successful.
yeah,
Don't show up to like I want to be the best version of myself and I know I'm the best version if I get that workout in the morning.
right. Um, but I don't know. I think you just have to be like an entrepreneurial mindset, right? You can't really think that like I need to go with something safe and do real estate on the side. You have to be like committed to the fact that like I wake up and I gotta fucking make money.
Yeah. Every day you're applying for a job essentially.
I
Like you're never safe.
I said this to you the other day that, and I think you thought it was fucking shocking, but like I have the best job security of all time because I'm employed by like 250 different people. I I can't get fired from my job unless I did something that was a violation of real estate licensing, and then that would be a different story. But ultimately, like not one owner can take their house from me and I'm out of a job.
Yeah.
I'm completely secure when it comes to that, but it's like, dude, you gotta work your ass off to earn that. You know what I mean?
I think the biggest level of knowing that you've made it and you're successful too is turning away business. Because sometimes there are people that in the past I took anyone and everyone that was looking for a property manager and I worked for some people that were awful humans. Were just straight up mean.
Yeah,
And I took it. A lot of them, they lived overseas and they're like, I'll only talk to you at this specific time. Well, it's 3 a.m. Arizona time.
yeah,
And guess what? I would wake up at 3 a.m. and take that phone call because it's the only time they would talk to me. Now, being in the business, since 2009, there is no way in heck you're going to get me up at 3 a.m. to take a phone call. I'm going to say, no, that doesn't work for my schedule. Here are my hours you know, 7 a.m., I'll still take it till 10 p.m. They're still pretty open,
hmm,
but I'm not gonna bend over backwards for somebody that doesn't want to be flexible and work with me. So the fact that we can turn away business from people that are just not good people,
right. I
it's gonna
wouldn't say
make us
that they're not good people. It's just that
difficult to work with.
they think they know everything.
Yes, yes,
And they don't realize that I've already seen exactly what you're asking me to do leads to problems. It's a
yes,
problematic
yeah,
idea that you have. And usually I tell them why I think it's problematic. And like sometimes owners will be like, I don't want to, I have to approve everything over $200 to get repaired. And I'm like, okay, I don't do that. And I'll tell you why I don't do
yeah,
that because the service call is $100. So I can't get anything repaired under $200 most of the time, unless it's like my handyman. Right? So if I do it at that amount, then I have to basically send the guy out, um, not do the work, and then once you approve it, I have to send him back out again, which is another service call. And what that creates is just this terrible circle that makes the tenant more and more pissed off.
yeah,
And like last month, I only had one tenant move out of all my houses,
Yeah.
right? One tenant that left. The
Yeah, and
rest of them stay.
the longer the tenant is there, the higher the ROI is gonna be
Right.
for the owner overall. So, yeah, they might pay, that for that $500 repair,
But they're
but if
gonna
you keep a
get their
happy
house
tenant.
back
Yeah,
after the tenant stayed for a longer time. I wish I could have the averages of what the other property management companies are like, but their house is gonna come back to them, and it's gonna look good.
yeah,
So, I get what you're trying to say, you wanna be cheap, you wanna be in charge of all these repairs, but I'm telling you why I wouldn't recommend doing that, and then they'll be like, "Well, that's what we need," and I'm like, "Alright, well, see you later." I see you later.
yeah,
There's other property managers, go with them.
yeah,
I don't wanna deal with it, you know?
yeah, we got a flat fee at this rate,
Yeah.
go with them.
Oh my god, those flat fees are a fucking scam, dude. I've
Yeah,
seen the breakdown actually of a property management agreement from those flat fee companies. It's frightening how much they charge for.
yeah.
There's some of them that are charging. I heard an owner told me about this in a house in where was it, South Carolina, and they're like, every month that it's vacant, we charge $400 for our leasing fee, and then it's only $100 when it's it. And I was like,
Well, there's no
wait.
they're making more money when it's vacant,
I
so
was
why
like,
would they even
how could you
try to
sign
get
that?
someone in there?
Why would you ever sign that? It's
Yeah,
essentially benefits them to
yeah.
not get it
I
leased. It's insane.
But yeah, I know for our property management agreements, like if the house is vacant, we don't get paid. So we're very um incentivized, or what's the word? What's
I
We're very motivated to get it done because we want to get
everything
paid too.
that we do in property management, I know you haven't written a property management agreement in a very long time, but it's a performance-based business. I don't charge anything at all until we get that thing rented. So, like, I front the money for the pictures. I put those contractors. Sometimes I have to pay the contractors before we move in that tenant. I do everything on a performance-based schedule where I want to earn your business. Yeah, you're gonna pay me to lease out the house, but I'm gonna do it quick. That's
Yeah.
my whole goal. I'm gonna get a good tenant. I'm gonna do it fast.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to sit because what does that do for anybody?
Yeah.
They got a mortgage to pay. You can't pay that on hopes and dreams,
Right.
or you don't want to pay an extra $400 on top of your mortgage to this
Yeah, that's
fucking idiot
crazy.
over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have fall break coming up, and it's been a while since it's been a year, I guess, since we've gone on a family vacation because we had our baby in February.
Hmm.
But we're going to California, which I'm super excited about. Um, it's close enough, 6 hours away, that we could bring like all the baby stuff, the playpen, the high chairs, all the baby things, because they have a lot of things. But just to hang out on the
A
beach
lot of
and just
things.
hang out with the family, I am so ready for that.
It's amazing how many contraptions a fucking baby needs. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't really need any of them, but
No.
they're there.
Yeah.
The only one that I think that is absolutely necessary is that baby Brezza. I think it's a fucking genius idea.
That that's a game
It
changer
really
because
is.
so we have a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, right? None of the baby Brezza
I don't even think it was around back
was
then.
not around
Yeah.
then, and I think that's the biggest game changer. We just stopped breastfeeding. Now we're doing formula. I'm like, "This was amazing. We
Yeah,
would
it
have
is
done
amazing.
full formula a long time ago if I would have known how easy it was."
Remember you
But
had that little shitty bottle warmer that like was always
the
rusted and
baby be
smelled like
yeah, the
yeah.
baby screaming, wanted their
Sucked.
bottle, and ugh,
That baby bread was the best invention
it is.
fucking I've ever seen.
Like it's a Keurig for formula. You
Yeah.
can set it to the baby's preferred temperature
Yeah.
and then do the exact ounce amount.
Yeah.
It's genius. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Game changer. The other game changer item is definitely the our stroller. The What do we have?
I
Yeah.
like the Bob one better, but it's fine.
No, but our stroller, it's a car seat stroller. So
Oh,
it just
the
kind of goes.
collapsible one where it goes
Yeah.
from a car seat to into having its wheels. Yeah,
It's
that's cool.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
that seems
therefore I
nice.
can like
Those
go
weren't
on
around
walks.
either. We
No.
had to it was like a click in, click out thing. You had to carry this big dumbass stroller in the back of your car,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it always got stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that the Duna, and then ours is the Evolve, brand, but they're the same thing.
They were
But
great.
those are the 2 biggest game
Yeah.
changers, I think, in the big time difference from the last time that we had kids to now.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's the same.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what the Bay at Mission looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't been to the Bay at Mission Beach in so long. I don't
Yeah.
even the last time I went to Mission Beach, I'm like,
Yeah. when we were younger, like when we first started dating 15 years ago,
I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed if we go to a Ferris wheel.
we would get beach houses and, 4th of July week every year and hang out, but we'd go to the bar scene, hang out. Like, we were young and
Well,
wild and had fun.
we used to always go
But
to San Diego technically, but it was Oceanside.
yeah,
And Oceanside is great. It's like what Camp Pendleton right there.
yeah,
That's like that Marine base, so the town is like really clean, and I think they just kind of shoo the bums out of there from the citizens. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like the Marine guys, I'll go to this little coffee place that serves coffee and beer every morning that I'd go to. It was awesome.
Yeah, but we're changing it up. We have some other friends coming into town from, South Carolina. There's a wedding going on, so it's gonna be fun to have other friends there,
hmm
which will be good. We have some family coming with us, so the kids will have their
I think the bay will
cousins.
be nice that we can hopefully just like leave our stuff out there because there'll be less people like there
Yeah,
is on the actual beach. And so we can like bring the kids up, feed them lunch, go back down.
put Liam down for a nap. One of us stay there, but still be able to see everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna be game changer. We really needed to be on the beach this year with a baby, like to have to go up and down, 3 kids, all the beach stuff. That's a lot.
I mean, that's a pretty fucking bougie statement you got going on there. We have to be on the beach. Look at you, dude. We have to be on the beach if we're
Well,
going. All right.
you're gonna thank me when you see
Whoa.
how fun it
Pump the
is and
brakes there.
convenient.
Falling.
Uh-uh. Balling on a budget. Yeah.
Falling on a budget? I don't think we had a budget for it, but be fucking real.
I know, but when we were younger, we'd rent these houses and we'd stuff like 20 of our friends in there, just to be able to go for the week, but it was
Oh,
fun.
a lot changes when you get fucking married and older and you have kids. Can't stuff a house full of people.
Yeah,
Be uncomfortable. Never be able to sit down.
true, true.
Mm-hmm. Imagine. Why would you want that? Of
Yeah, I like my space.
course, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know.
But when we go to San Diego, it'll be fun to see what the kids wanna do, if they wanna just hang out at the beach, which that's what I wanna do, or if they'll wanna go to a theme park.
What?
Um,
We're not going. Are we going theme parks?
I mean, maybe.
Ugh.
I mean, in years past, we've always gotten season passes to, like, SeaWorld because that was the best when our kids were younger. Because they have the whole little kids section, there's no lines. It's a pretty affordable season pass. I think it pays for itself in one visit. Um,
Dude, that theme park sounds exhausting with
it
a
is
baby, dude.
exhausting,
With
yeah.
a baby? What, are we gonna
We'll
go
see.
walk around San Diego Zoo? Feel like the longest fucking time I carry a baby on a
They have
front
the
baby
baby
carrier.
pandas now, but I heard if we go, you have to put in your reservation just to see the pandas. So you pay to get into the zoo, you
This
put
is
your
news to
reservation
me.
to see the pandas. You might even have to pay more. I don't know.
To see a panda?
Yeah, baby though. Have you ever seen a baby panda?
No, I don't give a shit about pandas. You know
Oh.
why? They're like an anomaly of like natural selection. Those pandas would be dead, and they should be dead because they're useless.
Oh my gosh.
They literally just sit there and eat fucking like bamboo all day, right? But their stomach barely even processes it. So they have to eat like 80 pounds of bamboo, but they never even digest like 10% of it. They're just like a really stupid, inefficient animal, but people
They're
have
so
kept them
cute.
alive because they're cute.
They're so cute.
But
I would take one.
if we weren't harboring panda bears, they would be extinct as fuck.
Oh my gosh.
They're useless.
They're so cute.
And they're weird because they're like this weird anomalous version of a bear that doesn't eat meat and other stuff.
Huh.
They're just like a lazy like bears are alpha scavengers, dude. Bears will just go around eating everything all the time and then they just sleep for like 6 months.
Well, it sounds like
It's
they're like
crazy.
living an amazing life, like
Yeah,
lazy life,
they
just
are,
enjoy
yeah.
every moment.
They're
Like
like
I
the
want to be a panda
they're
bear.
like the poshest animal at the zoo.
Okay.
They live in this nice enclosure, getting fed this food, and there's none of them out there struggling in the wild, you know what I mean?
Well, I'd want to be a panda.
Yeah, I'd like Brett to look it up, how many actual pandas live in the wild. Not many, dude, it's crazy.
You think you're like Joe Rogan now? Like,
But we can do this.
hey, Jamie, like look up this stat. He's like official now.
Are you trying to diss me right now because you don't know how to do this?
All right, let's see how many pandas are in the world. All right. Wow, roughly 2,500, 2,600 pandas. That is not a lot at all if we're thinking worldwide.
Have you ever seen that, Didn't
Well,
we
it was
watch
so
that,
cute.
Planet Earth about Shangri-La in China?
Yeah,
Pretty amazing.
yeah.
But yeah,
What was the one Instagram reel that you just showed me to show Brooklyn? Like the what
oh,
type animal was that? It was so cute.
I don't remember. It looked like a little sugar glider, but it's like a lemur type thing. Pretty
So
cute,
cute.
yeah.
So cute.
People keep those in their house though. I see these Instagram videos and I follow the people, but they'll have like these little lemurs or they'll have ducks in their house. Or they'll have these little baby goats in their house. And I'm like, yeah, that looks so good on Instagram, but that thing is shitting everywhere. You're constantly cleaning up animal shit in your house. Can you imagine having a duck in your house? It would be shitting everywhere.
Oh my gosh. So when I was in high school, this guy asked me to go to prom one year, and his saying was like, help me be lucky since I bought you a ducky. I guess that could go two ways, right? I don't know.
What the fuck?
Came home, duck shit
Oh yeah.
everywhere in my whole room. It was awful. We had to like shampoo the carpets. It was
Kept the duck in your fucking room.
I didn't keep it in my room. He put it in there with a poster. Like didn't put it in a cage or anything, just the
Just
duck
the
in the
threw the
room.
duck on the bed with a
Yeah.
poster. I'd have been like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
You fucking come clean up the shit.
It was awful.
Mm.
And then prom was awful. I remember I even like left him. Like
Oh, you ditched your prom date?
I did. I
What'd you
ditched
do?
him. I went to a party with my friends and didn't go to the party they were going to. Yeah. I was a freshman, I think,
Oh, you were a freshman, you went to prom?
Yeah.
I think I just went junior and I didn't wanna go. I hated those dances.
I loved
They
school
sucked
dances.
ass, dude.
I went to like all the school dances in like the whole area. Every homecoming,
You had to go get
more
this stupid flower to pin on some girl or give to a girl, to wear, and
a
what the
corsage
fuck
and
is this,
boutonniere,
dude?
you know?
Yeah.
But now, so we had some friends that just went to homecoming. Um,
Friends, it's your sister's daughter.
well, no, my niece, like, we're in homecoming season now, but now, um, they're doing little bouquets instead of like corsages.
What do you mean a bouquet?
A bouquet, like when
They
you get
just ca
married.
they're just carrying around these flowers like
Yeah,
they're gonna huck them
cute.
and see who's getting married next?
Yeah,
That's so weird.
yeah, like trends are changing a little bit, but
What kind of flowers they bring?
I don't know.
Mm.
I didn't look that closely. They were cute in photos.
Your one friend had a photo. That kid looked like a little dick. You know what I'm
You're
talking about?
you're
That kid looked like a
you're
little
hating
asshole.
on little high school kids.
He looked
It's
like a little
because
asshole.
it's because you were like that, I'm sure, in
I
high
was never an
school.
asshole to people. I was an asshole to people that suck. And I get
Okay.
to
Okay.
arbitrarily decide who does.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What?
all right.
You could tell that kid sucked. Don't lie.
They're 15 years old, Alex.
He's gonna suck.
What 15-year-old boy?
Me. Oh, it's amazing.
You were amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just glad I didn't meet you until after
Very
college
conscientious,
from the
friendly to
stories I've
everyone.
heard.
What do you mean? I was friendly to everyone.
Okay.
Except for weird kids,
Okay.
you know.
Ah,
I bet you were friendly to everyone, but in a fake way.
I am not. No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I was just nice. I'm a nice human.
Oh, I'm mean. I just tell it like it is.
Yeah.
You look annoyed by that comment. Hmm. What you been doing lately, huh?
Working.
What you been working on?
Uh, have a few closings this week,
Nice.
signings.
Dual closings, right?
Yeah, a lot of dual closings. I think,
Those are tough.
yeah.
Well, it depends on the client, but some people get really stressed about it. Usually, if you use the
Yeah.
same title company, it helps.
Yeah. So I have one closing this week where they're closing on a house in Philadelphia.
Hmm.
And then they're using the money that they made from that house to buy a new house here in Arizona. So they're doing what's called a 1031 exchange. And the 1031 exchange is when you use the proceeds from one property to another so you avoid paying capital gains,
Right.
which
Well,
is
it's
nice.
like it's technically like real estate where you sell real estate and you use that money to buy a like real estate
Yeah.
investment
Yeah.
so that you don't have to pay capital gains tax on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what they're doing. We did the signing yesterday. It's all going smooth. We just need, you know, the
Close of escrow recording.
yeah,
Boom.
and
Yeah.
then another,
Are
you
they
know,
waiting for it to close
yeah.
back there too? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, different title companies. We
Yeah.
left a couple days, 2 days in between to make sure everything closed up on time. So, um, we're good to go on our end here in Arizona, but it's all looking good. And then we have another double-sided deal.
I hate using other agents' title companies sometimes, dude. because it's like Katie Smith. Shout out Katie Smith.
They're amazing.
She
Like,
gets
you
it
know
fucking
your
done.
people, Navi
Yeah.
Title, they do a fantastic job. We can't say the same for every other title
Yeah.
company.
And she
But
tells me that there's like stuff to worry about before I even realize that there's stuff to worry
yeah,
about, which is like,
well,
oh,
she's good at her job.
dope. I know, right? And she answers the phone.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're like freaking out trying to figure something out, you can
Yeah.
call Navy Title. Can I talk to Katie? Oh, Katie's actually in a signing. Here, you can talk to Stephanie. And they're all like, know exactly what's going
Yeah.
on. Or like, shout out Jay Miller. Answers all the time. I manage his house in Mesa. Or, they're all great over there. They
Yeah.
answer the phone. They give you the docs you want. They tell you the problems. And I'll be like, okay, break it down for me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how sure are you it's going to close?
We've done a lot of transactions.
Yeah.
We've worked with a lot of different title companies, so you know when you're with a good one,
Yeah.
you try to get all yours with the good one because the smoother it is at title, like, we're all having the same end game is to get it to close, so if they are on your team,
Yeah.
they're gonna help you get to the finish line in a smooth matter,
Yeah.
which is what we're all
And
going
I've
for.
worked with some terrible title companies. Like,
No, you can't name them.
why not?
You're not allowed to.
Okay.
Yeah,
So not um
edit that out.
okay. Not it rhymes with nice.
Anyway, we've
uh
worked with some really bad ones too
yeah.
that have really, like, delayed closing over simple things that should have
Yeah.
been done at the beginning. They waited till last minute, and then it threw off a whole transaction.
Or never verified the identity of the person that was signing
Yeah, we've seen it
until
all.
3 days before the
We
close of
we've seen it
escrow.
all. So,
Thanks.
if you align yourself with the best
Right.
in the business, the best in this industry, I mean,
And
everyone's gonna be
and
more
they're just
successful.
cool people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And everyone you like to work with good people. You like to work with good humans. Who likes to work with,
Mhm.
mean individuals? I don't.
Well, it
So,
depends on who you're being mean to.
okay,
Somebody was like,
property manager.
yeah, somebody was talking to me about like hiring me the other day, and they're like, "Well, I looked at your Google reviews," and I was like,
Oh god.
or I was like, "Did you look at the Yelp ones too?" And they're like, "I did, yeah." And I was like, "Why, yeah."
That's why
People don't like getting evicted.
no, that's why a lot of agents stay away from property management
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
say it's like you know, um, a death sentence on reviews because guess who are the people that are doing reviews? Like people getting evicted,
Mhm.
owners that have had somebody get evicted. It's people that are losing money and they're trying to point their
Yeah.
finger like it's your fault that that tenant didn't pay rent. Well, you know what? It's just part of the game. If you're getting into investment rentals, you can never guarantee a perfect tenant. Like,
Yeah,
we try to
there's
streamline.
one on Yelp that's like, "I evicted her from when her kids were sick and this and that."
Yeah,
I, like, wanna print it out as, like, a certificate or an award for
yeah.
being like, "Got the
He
job
didn't
done,
care,
baby.
and it's like,
Got the
you
job
can't care.
done."
There is no gray in
Yeah.
property management. If you don't pay by the 5th, you're getting a notice. If you don't pay by the 15th, you're getting a judgment. If you don't show up to court, like, there
Yeah.
are different processes through the whole system. If you don't pay, you're out. Like,
Y
sorry, I know there's hardships in life,
yeah.
but, you know,
So,
it's our job to
there
watch
was
out
a
for the
tenant that
owner.
I've got literally right now that I'm sending to evictions, right? She bounced her rent payment 4 times.
Mhm.
It's coming back to me, and it shows me why it's bounced, and she kept being like, "Oh, I think there's a problem with my bank," and I'm like, no, no problem with the bank." Or it woulda came back as a different way. I woulda said, like, account holder not verified or account number's wrong, but
Yeah,
no, it's coming back insufficient funds,
yeah.
which means
There's no money in your
there's no money in
account.
the account, but you
Yeah,
did it 4 times,
yeah.
and you think you're, like, getting one over on me. She thinks she's, like
She's buying time is
she
what
thinks
she's
she is,
doing.
right?
Yeah,
And then she was like, "Well, I would come pay my rent, but my son has hand, foot, and mouth, and
yeah,
we're not allowed to leave the house." And I was like, "Fuck, dude, I had that. Our kids had that. It doesn't even affect the kids. They just like get a little fever for like 2 days, and then they have these little blisters. But if you're gonna get evicted or put your kid in the car, which one are you doing?
yeah,
You
exactly.
don't put them in the car because you don't
You
have
don't
the
have the money.
money, right?
Yeah.
So she thought she was like fooling me. I'm
No,
like,
we've
"Look,
heard every excuse in the
yeah."
books, and
And I've
every
got 3
time's been that.
kids. You're not getting one over on me. I know what it's like when your kids are sick, but
Sucks, but
you
yeah.
got do you wanna be homeless with a sick kid, or do you want me to
Yeah,
come pay that rent?
exactly.
But there's no, like, you can't deceive me and be like, "Oh, I thought there was a problem with my bank." It's like, "Come on."
Yeah.
How many times have we heard that? "There's a problem with my bank," or "My mom's sick," or, all those stuff. It's like, eventually, when you're property managers, you just don't care anymore. They're like,
Yeah,
"What?
well, I
You just got
remember
to do this, or you're getting out, and I'm getting someone else
back
in."
during COVID times too.
COVID was smooth, dude. Nobody wanted to be out there in the wild
Yeah,
when COVID was going on.
we had a
Like, people were
couple.
paying fucking rent
They
right on
were,
time.
but there were a couple that used that excuse
Oh, they
for
got the
as long
moratorium.
as they
Yeah,
could. Like,
they
oh
sure
my
did. Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, they knew how to work that system. That is for sure.
I'd say like 99.9% of the tenants though, because we're worried people would stop paying rent. We're paying that thing on the first
Yeah.
because everybody is like, sheltering in place and all that.
Mhm.
And it was like,
You know
woo.
what's also funny is December is always our best month. Everyone pays rent in December, which you think would be the opposite because everyone's spending, money on presents and
Yeah.
everything. But nobody wants to be evicted during the holidays, so they always get their rent
But you get them in like
in December.
February or
Yeah,
January or February. Christmas
they
tree's
go
still
up.
up. The lights are still up.
That's sad.
Yeah. Eh,
See, that's
it
why
is what it
he
is.
gave us the jobs
It's
because
just,
I'm like, I'm sad.
it's not the first time, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
maybe it's sad the first time, but, you know,
yeah,
after a decade, you're like,
yeah,
I mean, I don't think it's sad personally.
yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I'm super excited after fall break. We start soccer season for our son. He's 6 years old. Alex is going to be the head coach
I am, yeah.
again. I think this is like his sixth season as head coach, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. I mean, well, the league that we're in now is like the Queen Creek Youth Sports League or whatever.
Okay.
Um, but they basically assigned us to a team. I had emailed them like 4 times saying, "Hey, I could help coach if you want." Blah blah. Nobody got back to me, and then they assigned the teams, and then they were like sending out panic emails saying that they were gonna have to like dissolve 2 of the teams
Yeah.
if people didn't volunteer. I was like, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
And if I'm the head coach, I can be like, dude, we're practicing in my subdivision, so we're gonna practice down at the park, and then you know it'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I know Oliver's excited. We're excited because he hasn't been in a sport since February because he was in tackle football. He broke
Yep.
his arm, but now he hates football. So we're gonna go back to soccer a little bit, and
Mhm.
that's I think it's gonna be his sport. He loves it. He's got life all figured out. He said he's gonna be a professional soccer player, and then when he's about 30, he's gonna retire and then be a professional YouTuber,
Oh,
and he's gonna take care of us. So we're good.
okay.
Yeah,
Got it all figured out, huh?
got it all figured out. He's got life all figured out.
Yeah, he'll never like football again after that arm break.
Nope.
Nope, he's got no fucking interest in football ever again. He literally like hates it, disdain for football now. It's too
He
bad because
didn't
it's a
even
fun
hurt it
sport.
like doing like football practice. It
I
was
know.
before practice playing, but you
Yeah,
know, tell that to a 6 year
sucks
old or
when you're a
5 year old.
coach too,
Yeah,
because you're just like, oh, my son got injured while I was coaching. Oof,
he's playing. It
rough.
happens.
Yeah,
What can you do?
fractured elbow though, pretty bad.
Yeah, I had to get pins and
3
everything.
pins.
Pretty traumatizing for a little kid, but
Yeah, and
he's
parents.
okay. Yeah.
Senior little boy with a broken arm. I didn't know what the hell to do. I just picked him up and ran him into the car.
Yeah.
Didn't know where to go. Sucks. Anytime a kid goes down for surgery or anything
I know.
serious is
I
scary as hell.
know. And then we had 2 of them this year. Our daughter had her umbilical hernia taken care of a few weeks ago too.
Hers was chill
It was
though.
a simple surgery, but still anytime your kid
Hmm.
gets put under, it's still nerve-wracking as a
Very nerve
parent,
wracking.
and no one wants to see their kid hurt or scared and,
Right.
but I'm glad those are done with and hopefully it's smooth sailing the rest of the year.
Agreed.
But anyway, let's kick butt the rest of the year. Let's get more listings, more property management, more buyers. Um, let's get it done.
All right. See you in San Diego.